Our first guest tonight is a comedian, actor, and human fever dream who now focuses his considerable manic energy in a weekly podcast called Bombing with Eric Andre. Please welcome Eric Andre.
Good shape.
Thank you for saying
like
that.
a tank. What's going on? You doing Dwayne The Rock Johnson needles, or what's up?
You're, no,
Let me borrow
not.
one of those needles.
Can I just say your fly's open? And I
Is
know.
it? Oh my God! I'm horny. Easy access.
Normally I wouldn't mention it, but I feel like you wouldn't be embarrassed by that
I
at
am
all.
going to make love to you at the end of this interview.
Happy birthday, by the way. It's your
Thank you
birthday
very much.
on Friday, right?
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
How was it? Did you have a party? Did you do a thing?
Yeah, I'm still drunk from Friday.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
What'd you do?
We had like a, it's called kamayan. It's like a Filipino banana leaf pig crab boil kind of thing. You just throw a bunch of meat down on banana leaves and eat it with your
I
hands.
like that a lot.
Yeah.
People don't realize you're really into, like, good food and cooking and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
like one of those Cajun chefs that says, "Oh Lord, I guarantee." Except I do none of the cooking. But I ate a lot of mushrooms. I did a lot of mushrooms. Yeah, I go,
Sauteed?
"Oh Lord, I'm seeing the fifth dimension." Pass some of that gumbo over here, Lord.
When you eat mushrooms, do you eat it in, like, the candy form or the pill form, or do you
All
make a
the above.
tea out of the mushroom itself?
Tea, straight out the cow turd, whatever.
What do you mean?
I went to Mexico. I went to Oaxaca with this like indigenous shaman guy. He was picking the mushrooms right out of the cow turds, and I was eating them, and I got 3 different parasites. I came back from Mexico with so many parasites rummaging through my GI tract. It took
Why do
me
I feel
6
like-
months to recover.
Why do I feel like when you leave, the shaman is laughing his ass off? I pulled him out of the cows, and he ate them.
I had a blast.
Hey, you had fun? Well, that's
Before
what
those
it's supposed
parasites started laying eggs, I was laughing, smiling ear to ear.
to- How long you been doing this podcast now?
This is our 2nd season. It's been like over a year and a half.
And it's a fun premise. It's
Yeah.
you have comedians and others on the show
Yeah.
to talk about their experiences bombing. Their like worst
Correct.
on-stage
Their
experience.
biggest failures,
Yeah.
yes.
And that is, I feel like discomfort is where you are most comfortable.
That's where I thrive.
It's where you thrive.
Yes.
So do you get any pleasure out of, like, if you bomb on stage? I'm assuming that this happened to you.
Not really. I mean, like, I heard Norm Macdonald would love to bomb on purpose and stuff like that. He's very, very brave. I'm too sensitive. Like, when I bomb, it really
You get
it's
upset?
very painful. Yeah.
Really?
Unless the crowd, I just know the crowd sucks. But if the other comedians are kicking ass and then I get up there and tank, it's painful. It's
But
very
don't
painful.
you feel like most comedians, the vast majority of comedians, have a different, like, rhythm and approach that you're not like going up there and doing a bunch of one-liners, doing that kind of stuff.
I opened up for Chris Rock, and man, oh man, did they not want what I was saying.
Oh, really? Where was
It
this?
was as if, imagine if a bunch of people went to go see Luther Vandross, and then a punk band opened up for Luther Vandross. That was the response I was getting.
It was bad.
And I did a bunch of shows. I would always do mediocre at best, but one show I did in New Orleans, and I was doing so bad that I started disassociating on stage like I was on ketamine. And
Were you?
I was not on ketamine,
You were not,
but
okay.
it felt like that.
I didn't want to presume anything.
And this guy stood up in the back, huge theater, this guy stood up in the back and went, "Next!" And the whole crowd was like, "Yeah!" And I should have had a joke for it, because I usually have something up my sleeve.
Yeah.
Like if somebody says, "You suck," I go, "You go hug a your butthole." Like I always have that in the back pocket.
Sure.
But next, I I had nothing. I had nothing for next, and I just snapped on the guy. I was like, why don't you come up here and say to my face? Like it's a bar fight, and everybody on the side of the stage was like, no, wrap it up. And that show haunts me because Chris is so famous. He has celebrities in the audience at his show, and a lot of people film in New Orleans. So Anthony Mackie was in the audience. Jennifer Coolidge was in the audience. So my agent called me like a few weeks later, and he goes, did you bomb opening up for Chris Rock? And I was like, yeah, how do you know? And he goes, dude, Anthony Mackie just came into our office, and he said, you're the worst comedian he's ever seen in his entire life. What? I was like, come on! And then, like, a decade went by, and I was at the White Lotus premiere, and Jennifer Coolidge walked up and gave me a hug, and then a producer buddy of mine went up, and he went, Jennifer Coolidge saw you at that Chris Rock show. And she does not think you're that great at stand-up. Like a decade has gone by, and that show has haunted me.
What is it about?
So I made a whole podcast.
Why did they think they feel comfortable? Like, why did your agent tell you this?
I don't know. Don't tell me that.
Yeah, no, it's.
I don't want to know. I know I bombed. It was horrible.
And Jennifer Coolidge had that thought and shared it with the person closest
to her. She couldn't not. She was like, listen, I have something to let you know about.
So have you matured now? Do you handle that sort of thing better? No.
I'm traumatized and less mature than ever.
So somebody's yelling next in the audience.
I'll crumble like a 33-cent sock.
Yeah. You probably shouldn't even say this because now, people are going to do it just to do it.
Jimmy, what are you jinxing me for, man? What? No, just because you're on Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson drugs doesn't mean you can bully me. You're in great shape, man. What's going on? Keto?
There's nothing going on.
Take your shirt off. Who wants to see him with his shirt off?
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break, and while
you'll be naked when we get back.
I'm going to take my shirt off, yeah. Eric Andre is here. We'll be right back. We are back with Eric Andre, who is just had a birthday. He's got a...
Yeah! Come on! Let's do it!
Yeah, man, There's no hecklers here. I mean, people are enthusiastic.
That's right. I always open mouth kiss that man on the lips.
Maybe later, yeah. I think the last time I saw you was when you won the Emmy at the Emmys.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You brought your mom as your date?
My mom was more excited about meeting you than me winning the Emmy.
No, that's
She brings up you more than the Emmy itself.
Really?
Yes.
Well, how often do you want her to bring up the Emmy, really? Like, the Emmy.
Every day. Are you
How's the
kidding
Emmy?
me? As much as possible.
Your mom is very nice.
She won't shut the up about you.
I would love to have a conversation with your mom.
I want you to my mom. I'm not afraid to say it.
We'll see how the conversation goes.
Yes, I talked to your wife. She said you get one freebie, and it's Eric Andre's 80-year-old mother.
Deal.
Take it or leave it.
Eric, I have to ask you about something because it boggles my mind. Is this true? You were offered the role in A Real Pain.
I was.
You were offered the role that Kieran Culkin played, and Kieran Culkin won the Oscar for Best Actor this year playing that role. Is this true?
Very true, Jimmy.
Very true.
Very, very true.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Is he even Jewish?
I don't know. That's a really good question. But why did you pass? Why?
I love Jesse Eisenberg. And Kieran's they're both incredibly talented. I was working on something else when I read the script.
Uh-huh.
I read the script. It was like 120 pages about two Jews babbling about the Holocaust.
Mm-hmm.
And that seemed a bit depressing to me upon first read. And I was like, you know what? I'm a comedian. I want to stay in my lane as a comedian. This is a great script. Jesse's great. It's going to be great. I just don't know if this is me or my brand. I made the biggest mistake of my entire career.
Yeah. Because, I wonder if you, and please be honest when you answer this question, no fooling around. Did you really read it, thoroughly?
I read the first 10 pages. Who reads a script cover? You know how boring it is reading a script? It's excruciating. Feels like school in summertime. All the Adderall in the world couldn't get me to read a single script. I agree to movies. I don't even know what happens after the second act.
Okay, all right. Well, that's at least you're being honest. Now, as far as Madonna goes, you we have I think a photograph of you on stage with Madonna.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Why is your ass
Don't
out?
gasp. Don't gasp. You need to go. Oh.
What's happening here?
We judged like a voguing segment at her show at the Kia Forum.
Okay, you can take the picture down now. We got it.
And I hopped up on stage.
Uh-huh.
Madonna has a bit of a crush on me.
Does she really?
Not to brag.
Uh-huh. Well, how do you know Madonna has a crush on you?
She slid in my DMs.
Did she really? Are you kidding me? What did she? Do you mind? Can you share what she said?
No, I don't want to put her on Front Street, but you know, there was a little bit of chemistry between us.
There was some flirtation.
There was some flirtation.
And you did nothing about that?
I'm way too intimidated by Madonna.
I see.
That's the queen. That's the queen of pop.
Did she?
You can't just waltz in there and start stooping Madonna. You gotta come in roses, you gotta play Boys to Men, you gotta drip chocolate candles.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I
She
think
needs to be romance.
That was a movie, I think. But let's get
I've
back
never had
to-
sex before, so I really have no idea.
What?
But I
You're
mean,
gonna
she
love it.
slept with Tupac and Basquiat. You gotta bring your A game.
Right, absolutely. And so you had no interest in...
I had interest, and my sister called me. She goes, when I told my sister, she goes, "You need to bang Madonna," and I'm not taking no for an answer. And she hung up on me. That's a true story. But I'm too shy.
Hey, too shy.
I'm a shy guy.
For Madonna, wow.
Yep.
We just saw your nipples, both of them.
It's all performative. It's all a front.
I mean, is it over? Is it not even something that might happen? Or, I mean, because...
No, you know what? F it. Tonight, I will guarantee this audience, I will have sex with Madonna on this table.
Oh, that
While Jimmy watches.
would be great. Can we leave my name?
Yes! It's the only way I'll be able to
right.
stay erect.
You are a maniac.
You can,
Well,
you can say anything on
know what?
ABC now, right?
One thing I will say
Censors
is...
left a long time ago.
You know how to romance a lady, that's for sure. Eric Andre, his podcast is called Bombing with Eric Andre. We'll be back with Marseille Martin. Guillermo, do you know how many subscribers we have on YouTube now?
20 million.
That's right, yeah, that's why we're wearing these glasses. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not, help us get to 20,000,001.